Hello old-timers and newcomers. I am keen but shy. This isn't the kind of video I usually make, and generally I want to keep my channels pure. It's why I have like 5 different channels, I think, talking about different things, different times, and this is the only active one, so don't bother checking those other ones out. But circumstances, I felt this video needed to be made. It's short, sweet, and also briefly explains why there is no sequel. There is no third part to the Metal Hellsinger series that I'm making. That one's coming still, just not today. I want to talk about TikTok. And I don't know if me saying I want to talk about that makes it, well, will make this video be suppressed or anything like that, but I don't know, I just really wanted to talk about it. The TikTok ban in America specifically, we in Europe will still have it, as far as I've understood it. But there is a... I wanted to talk about it anyway because there's a lot of online creators that I discovered over the, I think, past 3 years now, that I discovered through either YouTube or Facebook, who have their primary place of posting is on TikTok, but I noticed their videos through various Facebook Reels and YouTube Shorts and so on. And some of these creators are among my favorite creators that I have ever discovered, because when TikTok came out, it was the funny people miming and dancing app, and, well, that just didn't interest me at the time. I suppose you'd call it a gateway talker was the Unforsakens, who mixed the miming with comedy in various ways. And that made me, well, a little more open-minded to the concept. And that is when I discovered people like No Panic Button, and Tank Tolman, and B. Dylan Hollis, and other fantastic creators that focused entirely on comedic content. And, well, not entirely, but mainly comedic content. And that's when the creativity that the TikTok form, I suppose you'd call it, I can't think of the specific word, but the format, the TikTok format, really started to make sense to me, because it allowed for short, condensed moments of storytelling that gets to the point, sets it up, basically one-liners, but also overarching stories and characters, and you can say things, or you can just be stupid, or you can be smart and funny, or just horrific. It can be so much more than just miming along to various popular songs at the time. And that's when it occurred to me what it was. It was specifically No Panic Button that made me realize what TikTok could be, what the format allowed for. His shorts, or their shorts, I'm still not sure if it's one person or if there are several people. They are like the short comedic adventures of Calvin and Hobbes. They can be funny, they can be clever, they can be sad, they can be profound, and it's all done with these larger-than-life incredibly lovable or hateable or just strangely human. It's not even strangely, abundantly human characters. And that is when I really started paying attention to TikTok and what it could be. And I never used TikTok, actually. I mean, I was a lurker on there. I have an account. But I've never posted anything. I just used it to stay up to date with what everyone else was doing. Looking at things that they didn't post on YouTube or on Facebook or somewhere else. And I really like the format for TikTok because, in the strangest way, it's social media that is social in a way that YouTube and Facebook has never been. The short forms allows you to... You don't have to put in a lot of effort to make anything. You can just, take your phone, talk for 10 seconds, maybe even 5, maybe even 3, maybe even 1, just one word. Post it, people see it, and either they like it or they don't, and they interact with it, and you get responses. You can make statements, you get responses to that, you can respond to other people, and it's all you. It's all on your face. On your face. It's all your face, and it is entirely what you choose to put out there and how you choose to present yourself. As a man who struggles a lot with the natural flow of social interactions, this very much appealed to me, and I loved seeing all these people's all these personalities that all these people were creating, interacting with each other. It's why I have this list now. I have Norse Forged, I have Jennings Brower, I have Autumn Ivy, I have No Panic Button, I have The Unforsakens, Tank Tolman, Youth Pastor Ryan. I loved being part, not even being part, but feeling like an in real-time spectator to this little microcosm of friendship and enmity and social interactions. I loved being part of that, and there's probably so much more to TikTok that I simply never discovered until I got the news yesterday. Which, for that matter, is why I haven't recorded anything in regards to the Metal Hellsinger video. Because, like I said, I only found out that TikTok, American TikTok, may be going away yesterday when people started posting goodbye videos. So that was a really big wake-up call for me. And I've spent the last, I think, 18 hours now just utilizing the hell out of my FabTT to get as many of the abundant videos that these people that I've been following for a while, many videos that I still haven't seen. Like, I'm watching No Panic Button from the beginning, and there's like double the amount of videos on their TikTok as is on their YouTube, and they're all great. Now here's the thing. In addition to the format, the way TikTok spread and utilized its content, and the way the content was, well, distributed to other people, I'm not sure how to describe it, but I've heard other people describe it as a lot more organic than has been the case on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter. Like, people who could never find a following on any other app, they found their following on TikTok. And that is why that more than anything, I think, is why I think so many people are sad to see TikTok go. Because on the one hand, they found their following. I was gonna say they've made it. That's not really the case. I mean, no panic button. To the best of my knowledge, he's still not a member of the TikTok Creator Fund. I don't know if he ever became one. Um, but you know, he has his own business of making knives, and he's still a major creator on the app. So all of his apps, and all of his videos, all of his reels, whatever you want to call it, they're made with genuine love and creativity that wasn't monetarily, that didn't emphasize the, it wasn't made to make money. But for a lot of people, TikTok was a means of getting paid. And now, when they, even though people know who they are now, and they could presumably follow them to other apps, and I'm sure a lot of them will, whether it's YouTube or Facebook, or I've heard a lot of people say that they're going to something called Red Note, which I think is a TikTok clone, but I'm really not sure. I always find out in second hand what these new websites are all about. I am a old timer. I am a old fart. I am almost 31 years old. But never mind that. That's my problem. What I want to say is that all these amazing people that found their audience on TikTok, even if they do move to another platform and their many fans follow them, or even just a small part of their fans follow them, then maybe that's the equivalent, the social media equivalent of seed money. Like, they can use that old following them to build up their following again. But the nature of the beast, no, the simple truth of the matter is there is no certainty. Like, maybe their followings will simply dissipate. Maybe they will never attain what they had on TikTok again. No panic button, I think, is fine. I remember this one video where Hannah said that he's made more in 1 month on this platform than he did on TikTok in 3 years. So I think he's fine there. And besides, he's still got the Fire Monkey Forge, of course. But then there are people like B. Dylan Hollis and Youth Pastor Ryan, Norse Forged, Jennings Brower. I have no idea what's going to happen to them, and I don't think they do either. And that is why, even though it's so simple to say, just move to another app, you're not cancelled, this one platform is cancelled. You can just move, you know. That is true enough, but also it's like starting over from scratch and hoping that you'll know what you're doing. But for all the people who say that TikTok allowed them a organic growth that other media that other platforms never did, the cruel truth is it's also a numbers game. Like, maybe the reason you got big on TikTok was because it was new. People discovered it, more came in, and you were just early. Like, that is the really bittersweet truth of it. To have these amazing creators that have done so much that is absolutely amazing, just have the rug ripped out from under them and having to start all over again and just hope for the best. It sucks. On the other hand, this also allows for a lot of currently unknown creative forces that, well, haven't found their niche yet, that haven't found their audience yet. This also allows them to go with the flow to these new places and maybe start from scratch all over there as well. And maybe they will find that fortune as well. Maybe all of these people will be fine. Maybe none of them will. I don't know. But I think more than anything, the reason seeing TikTok vanish so... I was gonna say so soon, that's the wrong word, but... I was late to social media. I made my first Facebook account when I was, I think, 17 years old. Like, I'd made it a point of not having a Facebook account until then, because I didn't want to be social. And then YouTube account, I had that earlier, but I'd stopped posting, or not stopped posting, but I posted very irregularly, and I posted AMV videos. Me trying to actually be social and do something entirely original, or, well, original enough. I don't think I started that until I was like in my... until I was maybe 21, 22, something like that, I'm not sure. But yeah, I remember a lot of social media, which... a lot of platforms that are either gone or just so small that they're insignificant. I remember Lunar Space, I remember MSN, I remember MySpace. MySpace I know is still around, as is Tumblr, although smaller. But TikTok... I can't remember any other deprivation of a social media platform being done away the way TikTok is. Like, I understand the rationale behind it. And, like I said, it's just American TikTok that's going to be affected by it. But every single person I follow on there is American. Except B. Dylan Hollis. I know he's not American. He is Bermudan? I'm not sure what what the proper word for someone from Bermuda is. But yeah, in this specific case, TikTok is something that, even if I didn't use it, I grew up with. I mean, for lack of a better word, grew up as an online creator with, being aware of, and just seeing it struck like this, it's like finding out one of your neighbors have had a break-in or been stabbed. It's scary to see it happen, you know, so close. And even if the app isn't going away, everyone I enjoyed and followed, yeah, I don't know what's going to become of them, and that is terrifying as well. So I don't know what the future holds for these people. But I can tell you right now, the reason I'm on social media I'm on social media. I'm here trying my best to be both entertaining and enjoyable in some way to anyone watching this. It's due to a lot. It's a lot due to people like this. I see these people doing these things, being them, and well, not being themselves, but these personas that they're creating, these overall wholesome communities that they're creating, just for lack of a better word, playing together the way they are, that is what inspires me to do what I do. Like, I see these people and I think, I want to play too, because it is a game. Actually, I don't want to say it's a game. That has so many connotations to it, but yes, whatever they're doing, I want to play too. I want to have fun the way that they are having fun. So I suppose this is what it's like for people to feel like they have a personal relationship with people who barely knows they exist or don't know they exist. They are characters in novels I grew up with. They are actors in films that I love. There's something unattainable. No, not unattainable, because I don't even know. I don't know, but it feels so very special. And my heart goes out to these people. And knowing that for a lot of them, I may never hear from them again, I got it. It's like growing up, and it's like going to school with a class that you're actually enjoying being a part of. that is the best comparison I can make. Even if I didn't hang out with anyone or even play with anyone, I was still there, still being part of it, and still getting to know these people and getting to know them, getting to love them from a distance. And so seeing taking for granted the fact that they'd be here while knowing it comes to an end. I mean, I didn't know. I completely forgot that I'd heard a lot about TikTok maybe going away, but I thought maybe they worked that out long ago. And so yeah, yesterday and today really snuck up on me. I don't know. I didn't start this video trying to make a point or anything like that. I just wanted to put my thoughts out there for, I don't know, interaction, I suppose. But if I was going to try and make a point, it would be this, that you shouldn't take for granted the people that you shouldn't take for granted the things that bring you joy, the relationships you make, even if I'm contradicting myself at every single attempt at a finish to that sentence, but I'll say this. I enjoyed all of these people, and I hope to see them again, either on here or somewhere else. I don't know where, but somewhere else. And I hope whatever comes next, that they persevere and overcome, because they make me happy. I enjoyed watching them. I don't think I have much else to say, so thank you everyone for watching. I have been keen, but shy.